I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad, I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door, you come and help
One
me.
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by, hold on mate, I forgot you lost a bit of weight. KUGAN CASSIUS, proudly sponsored by Everlast, joined by Eddie Hearn at Wayne. It just started raining, why?
Because you were about to interview me. It was great timing. I said to the big man upstairs, let it piss down so I don't have to do KUGAN, but apparently it's a passing shower. Right. I see you using my clip from the interview yesterday to promote your new podcast.
What's wrong with that?
Whoring me out.
Yeah. You are a bit of a whore, to be fair.
Thank you. Very kind.
There's a few fans here that actually asked me about tickets and I didn't really know what to say. What should I say to them? Seriously.
About tickets for the show?
Yeah.
There's still tickets available. Sheffield Arena, I think VIP's sold out. I think Ringside sold out, but they're still unreserved.
This man here asked me about tickets.
He'll be there. They're still available at the arena. I'm not giving you one.
What?
Oh, you want one? He's got loads of comps, IFL.
Can we have 2 IFL and give it to this guy here? Because he's.
Go on then.
Is that all right?
Yeah, go on then. Go on, you
right, Andy, I'll sort it out with you. You and your son.
Andy, don't let him charge you. All right.
Okay, thank you. Cheers, Eddie.
Your reaction to the weigh-in?
It was great turnout for Dalton. I mean, look, I think everyone in boxing knows how good Dalton Smith is, and now the city needs to know how good he is. And you know, you look at Kell Brooks, obviously retired. Kid Galahad has got beat, but it's coming back. So they're looking out for the next star. This is a young man that can fill this arena. Sam Amazing in great shape. He's an underdog, and I expect Dalton Smith to win. And if he can win in style, I think the city will get very excited about him.
You've been covering shows in Sheffield, obviously, since War of the Roses years ago, and obviously Kell Brook, like you said, it's just come, kind of that era of Kell Brook's just come to the end. So there is a void there for Sheffield boxing to get a big star.
Sheffield boxing exists. You know, it's always been a big city for boxing, but they need quality young fighters coming through. With Dalton Smith, you've got a kid who can win a British title, go on and win European and world championships, in my opinion. So they're going to get behind him. Back to, like you said, War of the Roses. Well, that was unbelievable.
9,000 though.
That was a moment.
How did you sell 9,000 back then?
The War of the Roses story is I said to Sky that you need to get rid of all the other promoters and give me exclusivity, and they said, oh, we can't do that. And I said, watch what I'm going to do. So I went out and I got Matthew Hatton and his dad Ray to come down on the train, and I remember sitting there, and he won't mind me saying the number because it's well documented, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give both of them 100 grand, right, to headline, which at the time was like non-existent. And I sat down with Matthew Hatton. I said, I'm going to give you 100 grand. And he was like, Ray said, oh, we want a bit more than that. And I thought, really? But the reality was they didn't. They were over the moon. We made the fight. Obviously, Yorkshire against Lancashire. We had 9,000 in there. And that was like one of the first shows that people looked at and went, wow, what has happened here to boxing? Because it was always in Bethnal Green or it was in a leisure centre. And that was the start of the progression of where we are today. And obviously a fond memory and a victory for Kell Brook.
I remember the Paul's Fond.
Yeah, the Pond.
What is it? Pond's Forge.
Well, that was where we went. We went with Kell Brook. We went Hillsborough Leisure Centre for love. Yeah, Djakovic at the Pond's Forge. Very good, KUGAN. Unbelievable knowledge.
I was there. That's why I know about it. Sandy Ryan, huge pressure for her tomorrow night.
Yeah, and looks tremendous. I mean, I think she's £4 lighter, but actually looks £14 lighter. I mean, she's ripped to shreds. She's very focused. It's a very difficult fight against a very good fighter, but I believe she can win, and we're all behind her, and it's going to be a great fight.
Jordan Thompson, interesting.
Listen, Dukar is a guy, I think he had a week's notice against Chris Billum-Smith. He's had 7 weeks' notice here. He's in great shape, but I honestly believe that Jordan Thompson could well be the big star of the cruiserweight division. If he can knock this guy out, then he's a serious problem for everybody. But hope to get the victory, championship fight, move on from there, and some huge fights domestically and on the world scene.
What can you tell us? Any development in Benn Eubank?
Since yesterday?
Yeah.
No, a few other conversations, but you know, as I said to you yesterday, we got 9 weeks tomorrow till October 8th, which is Conor Benn's date at the O2, and you know, we'll be making our announcement of his next fight next week, and hopefully that's with Wasserman and Chris Eubank Jr., but still a lot of work to do, and we'll see if it can get made. If not, we've got plenty of other options on the table. We're keeping everybody balanced because we're ready to strike either way. We want to make the biggest fight possible. We know what that fight is, and hopefully we can get it.
You're still telling me there's no issue with that fight. It's just the normal talks.
Well, it's not made. So
I know, but Ed, come on, it is dragging on. Come on, and you know it's dragging on as well.
again, I said to you yesterday, you say it's dragging on. I've never done an interview saying it's done, it's close. It's just you're responding to an article where someone said it was done 2 weeks ago when it wasn't done.
I can't talk real here because otherwise.
never talk real?
Well, I will, because I've spoken to people involved in the fight, and I know it's dragging on.
So who have you spoken to
I've
involved in the
spoken to people involved in the
fight?
fight.
Me or CASSIUS? I mean, ultimately.
Well, I'm not saying you as such, but people involved in the fight, and I know
ask
that.
me. Ask Callum. The reality is we've been talking, we've been negotiating, it's not done. Are there issues? No, there are things to agree. I mean, like, but you dress it up so for a bit of clickbait.
I'm not dressing it up. I'm not dressing it up, but I know that you wanted this fight announced prior to this week, didn't you?
This week.
Prior to this week.
Not this.
Last week you would have preferred this fight to be
But not
announced.
the reality is we would have liked it to be announced this week because we're 9 weeks out. 8 weeks out is kind of the window where you want to get tickets on sale. So we are days away from having to make a decision of where we're going for Conor Benn's next fight.
So we might hear something the weekend.
You might do.
Come on, mate, we need this fight.
Listen, I'd love the fight. It's not on me. Like I said, Conor Benn has got fucking balls like coconuts. He's ready to step up and fight this guy. So you can't. It's not on. You know. But Wasserman and Eubank. It's got to be right for them as well. And it's not a calling out saying sign a contract. It's got to be right for them. They've got to feel like it's the right fight. They should fancy the fight, in my opinion. It's a massive fight, but it's on them.
Spoke to AJ. You speak to him every day.
No, not for a few days. He's over in Saudi. He looks in tremendous shape. Great frame of mind. Ready to go, mate. 2 weeks on Saturday, and I believe he's going to do the business.
Has that just come around really quickly now?
Really quick.
2
I
weeks.
can't believe it's 2 weeks away. It's unbelievable, and very excited.
Any regrets in life, Eddie?
Why? Not really. Why would you regret anything in life?
No, I don't know.
Focus on today, mate. At the end of the day, it's you v you. You know, just be the best version of yourself. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry about comparing yourself to other people. It's you v you. Be consistent. Do the right things. Try and make the right decisions. Be a good person, and the rest don't really matter. And by the way, feel blessed that you wake up every day, because one day you won't.
All right, can't end it on that.
It's true, isn't it? I mean,
It's true, yeah.
and by the way, if you don't wake up one day, you will always look back and think, should have done that, could have done that. That's life. But live in the moment, enjoy every day.
Have you invited Tyson Fury to Saudi?
No. Well, not me personally, no.
Do you not think someone should?
He may have been invited to Saudi, but not by me, but maybe by Skills Challenge, Khalid, Saudi, I don't know.
You're still convinced, as you said all along, you believe that Joshua will knock Usyk out?
I do. I do believe he will. I think it's going to be a very tough fight. Usyk's a pound for pound great. I believe AJ's going to do it.
Anything else you want to add before we finish?
See you tomorrow night, live on The Zone. It's going to be a great show, great crowd, great atmosphere. And we'll see you there, and then we'll see you out in Saudi, old boy. And hopefully you get a press conference next week as well.
Oh, little teaser. Andy's sorted, yeah?
Sorted.
Can I sort it?
Yeah, you can sort it.
On your behalf?
Yeah.
Okay. VIP bar?
No.
Thank you.
My dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
Welcome, Team Everlast, to the Team Everlast Fitness app. Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.